Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be walking you through some 7x7 solves using the YOW method. So let's get right into this. So I'm just going to get right into the solve. It's natural to want to solve from inner bars to outer bars, but I'm not going to recommend that usually because you'll find better things with other bars. So anyway, now that I've wasted some time so I can inspect the cube properly, I'm probably going to start with these two pieces and these three pieces because that's a nice easy bar right there. And before I insert it, I'm actually going to preserve it because I see this with this, which makes a nice inner bar with this piece. So this is probably what I would have seen in inspection, and that's about it. Now we go free for all. So I see these two pieces. I'm probably going to make an outer bar with this corner. Probably not the best way to do this, but hey, you know what? On second thought, I'm now going to preserve that outer bar so I can do this outer bar because that's just a quick outer bar. And then I'm going to finish this outer bar off, solve that. And then I'm going to do the last inner bar, something like this with the last piece there. And that's the first center done. So then I would probably see this and go right into the middle bar of the next center, even though I just said you don't necessarily have to do that. But in this case, it was good. And in this case, we also have this with this and that. So do something like that for this and then pair that. And then the next piece is up here. So just do something like that. Get this with this bar and then pair it with that. That was a pretty elaborate bar. I think there was a better solution there, but in any case, then I would pair these with this corner, so something like that, pair it with that edge, and then pair that with this corner. And while I'm inserting this, I want to get this edge out, so I'm going to do something like that, do this and that. So now I've paired this, and then pair the remaining pieces, insert it. So that's the first two centers done. Now onto the cross edges. I see the green first, although I think orange would be, actually now that I see it, blue is objectively the best. So I'm gonna do blue. There's blue edge here, blue white edge here, blue here. All four of those pair up really nicely, and that sets it up to the last edge, which is out here. And just do that. And then the orange got kicked in, so I'm just gonna do the orange next, and probably do something like that for the first few orange edges. The last one's here, and sorry, the last one's here. That was the penultimate one, and I'll put that in here. Lastly, I would do the green, so something like this, followed by that. So that's all that, and it should have kicked this out here, so probably do something like that and insert it there. That's the first three cross edges done. So then I immediately see this green and blue thing here, so I'm gonna do either green or blue on this, I'm pretty sure, although orange seems better, but as I said, I'm just gonna do blue. In this case, blue actually might be better because this and this would pair up really nicely, and then this and this would pair up really nicely. And then I can actually use one of these pieces to solve that, and then solve this into this. So that's really nice. And I also see this with this. So we got really lucky here with the blue. But yeah, that's three blue bars done already, which is nice. Then I would probably pair that with that, and then this center with that. And then probably do the other. Oh, this is sad. So here in this case, what I was looking for was this piece over here, but I would have to break this bar up for it, which is fine, I think, because it will remake the bar. Yeah, it remade the bar there. I shouldn't have paused there. Anyway, and then this last bar, then I would do orange next, just because I've turned to it. Probably something like that for the first bar, and then the second bar I'm going to use this for sure. Or actually no, I'm not going to use that. I'm going to pair this first from up there and then solve it. Now I'm going to use this bar to do something like that, and probably just make that bar, insert it there. And then I'm going to do the last edge out here, insert that here. And here I would probably do something like this. And instead of using a comb to solve these two orange, I would do something like this. I apologize. I would do something like this because it's just much better for me. Just because nothing's solved with the back, so yeah. Then I see this green, I would probably just do that to solve that. And then, well, this is a pretty bad case. So I'm going to use these two pieces to solve with these three as a bar. And that preserves this, but there wasn't really a big benefit of preserving that, because I'm going to have to do a comb anyway. So I would insert that, do the comb. These are really sad centers. But anyway, this shouldn't be too hard. Just pair this up and then pair that up. And then I would insert that. And then I want to minimize how many comms I do. So instead of inserting it this way and doing 2 comms, I would probably do something like this, M prime U to M, and then something like that, so I can cancel into just 1 comm. So yeah, and then last cross edge, nothing to see here. Just pair the cross edge like usual. And wow, that's just so bad. Anyway, I'm doing this behind a camera, it's kind of hard, but yeah, just align the cross, and immediately I would probably do orange green just because I see this big block, and yeah, sure is sunshine. This is here. So let's insert that, and then last orange green should be out here. It is, and then the yellow blue is probably what I would do next, because I see those 2 yellow blues, I see this, and I know the last one's back here. It was not back there, in fact. It was back there. I'm blind. It was right there. I don't know why I didn't see that. Anyway, the next thing I would do is the blue red. So just insert those, insert that. I know I created the blue red from scratch, like nothing was in the layer, but 3 of those pieces were together, so I thought it was worth it. And then I would do yellow red next, so probably something like this to pair those, and then that, and the last piece is out here, so just get it there, align it, insert it, and then we align the centers, and I'm just gonna do my standard thing. Wow, we got so lucky with this, because you're never gonna get that ever, so hooray. And then I'm just gonna pair these together like that, and then I'm gonna pair these while also inserting the other orange blue, so I can break into that cycle. And then I probably just insert this like this, because I can now slice, flip, slice, and solve both like that. And then I have this last 2 edge case, which you should learn. It's a nice case. But yeah, just do that, and that's done. Then I have 3x3 stage, which as usual, I don't think I need to walk anyone through. I probably need to walk myself through this with some motivation, because 3x3 stage is always just weird. But yeah, that's the first solve done. Let's do one more. So while I scramble this, I just want to talk about how Yao is just objectively, well, to me. So wait, that makes it subjective. Apologies. Yao is subjectively better than Redux for me, mostly because I just find that it has way more, much higher potential for improvement and a much higher ceiling for like perfection, and that's just way more fun to solve than Redux, because Redux I just feel like I always hit the ceiling too soon, and that's just kind of annoying. So yeah, Redux is not doing it for me. So yes, that's why these solves are using Yao. If you rewind to me like few years ago, I would probably have been doing Redux, but you can ignore that. Anyway, this scramble, which I just literally did, this seems more interesting, so I probably would go with yellow here just because of these things. And I'm just going to get into it. So I see this bar, this, and these. I would start with that and then look for the last thing to finish off that 2x5. So something like that. And I know I'm looking for a piece which is like here and here. So an outer corner center, which is probably something like this, is an outer corner center with a corner. And I would spare that. So that's the 2x5 done. Then I would get this down just because it's easy, and then align these like that, finish the last one, and that's a 3x5. So 3x5 is done, and then I would do this with this, of course, finish that, and then look for the last piece. I should have really searched for it better. I cannot see from this, but anyway, it was right there. Please don't make that mistake. Yeah, and then I would just make the last bar, something like that, and then that. So that's the yellow center. The center started off well, but it just ended kind of poorly. That happens. Anyway, I'm probably going to do the outer white bar first. I'm in a weird orientation now, and I kind of want to change that. So anyway, outer white bar is done. Then I would do this bar, most likely. So probably just do something like this, followed by that. That's another bar done. Then I would do the inner bar, because I just don't want to leave that too long. So just pair those to the inner bar. And then I would do this bar most likely. Yeah, it has to be that bar because just all the pieces were easy. And I would then do the outermost bar, which is just that. So that's the outermost bar done. And then cross edges, I think I see blue immediately, so I'm just going to jump right into it, not second guess myself. That's all the blue edges. Insert that. I see orange gets kicked out, and I see 2 oranges back here. That's just gonna get paired like that. Put it in there. Green, pretty straightforward things here. Wow, this time cross edges were much better, I feel like, so that's nice. The next thing I would probably do is orange again, just because I see like an inner bar almost solved, and that's almost always a good thing. Sometimes it's not, but in this case, of course, it is. and then do that bar, and then do this bar like this. So that's 3 bars done. And then I would probably pair this with that, and then do that. So I have these 3. And then again, this is not the best way, I think, but anyway, it's done. And then do the outermost bar. Oops, I misturned, but yeah, do the outermost bar like that. Then I would probably go into green, and yes, green seems to be the best because I can do something like that. And then I would solve this bar next, so just do that. And I've preserved this for a reason, because now I can just do this. That's solved. So I could use that corner bar, which is nice. And then this, I would just do something like that, put it in there. This I would solve like this, just the outer bar. So that's all the bars done. Then I would move to the last center, which is red. And again, I would do the middle center first just because it's easier. And in this case, this is also easy. And so is this, because now this outer bar just gets paired like that. And then, oops. And then I need to pair these with this, which is really nice because this outer edge is actually going to be really beneficial. You see it's right there. And I can just do that. So then I would just do the m'U2M to save commutators again, and do something like that. I don't know if that's better. I just find it easier to manipulate for myself. In any case, I'm now on to the last cross edge, which is, oh my gosh, I keep making the wrong turn. Anyway, that's done. And now I see blue-red immediately with this blue-red. So I'm just gonna get right into that. Probably do this to flip those two into place. See the yellow-blue instantly. So I'm just gonna jump right into that. And a lot of 7x7 is just finding these things instantly, like see this red-green. And that's how you get better, is this, you just get better at finding these patterns. And as I say that, I have this weird pause, but like I just have to be stupid. So I see yellow orange next, but I also see yellow green, and I'm just gonna go with yellow green. Okay, it wasn't really the worst choice, wasn't the best either, but anyway, that's now done. And then I will just do my standard thing to get everything to the same face. Now we are at a stage where we need to find the best possible start to this. But I don't fully recommend that every time. In this particular case, it's not too not too bad. Probably do something like that to pair these first, and then something like this to pair that, and then lastly I would do this. Now this was obviously not the best, but I feel like it set up orange-blue nicely because I can just do that. And then it didn't really set up the next thing well because I have to do 2 L2E algs now, but it's fine. I'm just gonna do this alg first. So that's all the outer ones, and then the inner ones, well, I don't have to do an L2E alg here, it's just a slice, flip, slice, so that was lucky. But if you want to look at all the L2E algs for these cases, they are immediately translatable from 5x5, and you should check out the video I made about that, it's linked up here. In any case, let's try being fancy with 3x3 shades. So where was I? I was here, right? I'm just gonna do something like that, and then try and pseudo slot this stuff in there. Well, that kind of worked. And then I'm just gonna do this. I don't recommend wide F moves on 7x7, but anyway, that's done. Nice F2L there, but yeah, that's the end of the solves. I hope these walkthrough solves were helpful. I realize they're fast paced, but I have to keep them fast paced just because they can get really boring sometimes. And a lot of this, if you slow the video down, you'll see what I'm doing. And a lot of this is meant to be like, it's meant to show you how quick it can be and how quick you can be. So yeah, don't give up, and let me know if you have any questions at all. Please leave them down in the comments below. I'd be happy to answer them. And yeah, that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned. Peace.